has identified a new type of
Hey everybody, how you doing? Here's another quarantine review for you. Tiger King. Obviously, the nation, the world has been watching this as we've all been on lockdown. It's kind of become a phenomenon, which is a crazy story. It's one of those series, or even if it was a movie, it's one of those stories that if it wasn't a documentary told the way it was, you wouldn't believe it if it was scripted. Like, oh, that's ridiculous, can't believe that. So as they say, truth is definitely stranger than fiction, and Tiger King definitely fits into that. It is a bizarre story. A quick synopsis is the story, this documentary series on Netflix. It just focuses on this zoo out in Oklahoma that is owned and operated by a guy who calls himself Joe Exotic. He's a charismatic, very bizarre guy. He is not only the owner and proprietor of this zoo, he has been doing a TV show, well, more of an internet show more than anything as well, documenting his daily craziness and things like that. He's also a recording artist, and he has a studio in his house, and he records music, country music, and I gotta say, he's actually not bad. Some of the songs are catchy. Everything he sings is about the zoo, it's about tigers, it's about animals. He's also a gay man that plays big into the show, into the series. He has a husband, and we see him get a second husband in this. So it's very, very out there. The amount of things that are going on in this series, it's about so many different things. And it's really bizarre. It's really, for lack of a better term, a shit show. It really is. And so it focuses on the daily life of him in his zoo, his employees that work with him. They've all been there with him for many, many years. We see him through ups and downs of different investors coming in, different battles that he's having with a rival, which is one of the bigger themes throughout the whole thing. One of the big story focuses is this woman down in Florida who has a zoo of her own, although she kind of calls it a preserve, but it's really a zoo. And she's an animal rights person. She's in line with PETA, and she is out to get Joe Exotic in Oklahoma. She can't stand him. She's doing whatever she can to try to close down his zoo, saying that it's cruelty to animals and all these kind of things. So the two of them feud throughout this whole thing, and it escalates and escalates and escalates till the end. And let's just say that there's a lot of animosity between the two, and there is a criminal plot that comes into play that is key to I guess the downfall, you could say, of Joe Exotic. And that's very much what the show is about. It's about how he goes from here to here and all the craziness that goes along the way in the wake of his determination to get revenge against this woman, Carol Baskin, who runs the zoo down in Florida. And there's several other people that are key to the storyline. There's a guy in South Carolina who's a very prominent zoo owner as well. And he's somebody who's had a pretty high profile. He provides a lot of animals for movies and TV shows, that kind of thing. And that's very much also, not a large part of the story, but there is a focus on him. And he plays into how things evolve. And they all know each other. It's kind of a small community of zoo owners and animal lovers and that kind of thing. So the show, it's funny, it's crazy, it's jaw-dropping. It's just bizarre. And it's eye-opening. It shows you what a strange little world there is out there of people that love owning wild animals, and they some of them try to domesticate some of these animals. You'll see Joe has little cubs, little tiger cubs that he has in his house with him, treats it as if it was a cat. But, obviously they can't be in the house for too long. But there's a whole world of people out there that's what they do. They go to the black market and buy these animals that you're not really allowed to have. And then maybe they'll sell them to different zoos. Or, there's gators involved. There's not only tigers, but we see a lion or two. We see all different types of exotic animals throughout this series. And we just see how that whole world is really insane. As I said, it does take place in Oklahoma. So Joe Exotic is one of these guys that loves his guns. He's got guns all over the place. He's shooting guns. I'm talking about machine guns. He's setting up, little landmines here and there and throwing grenades around. I mean, this guy is a flamboyant guy. He even at one point runs for president and then runs for governor of Oklahoma. He was in the 2016 campaign as an independent candidate for president, one of the third party candidates. And he did get a little national recognition. And so as the series unfolds, we just see this absolute crazy story that I really wouldn't have believed, like I said earlier, if it was something that was scripted. So it's very entertaining. It's kind of trash TV. It really is. It's very much in the reality show kind of category because that actually plays into it where at one point during the series, there's a producer that comes in to work for Joe Exotic to help him take his internet show that he produces on his property to the next level. And they want to try to package it and sell it as a reality show. So I can see why, because it's such a crazy world. But, we do see the fall of this little empire. And there's a lot of other characters that come into play that could be seen as villainous. I'm not going to get into too many details. But it is a fascinating show. And I guess I would recommend it. If you love documentaries, if you like things that are just completely crazy, I think you'll enjoy this. But it is very much trash TV. And it is a fascinating little thing. So I would definitely recommend you check it out. It's easy watch. I think it's six or eight episodes. It's not crazy long. You can bang it out, and they're not even all an hour long. So it's definitely an easy commitment. So Tiger King, I would say check it out. It's fun. It's a guilty pleasure. I definitely think that it's one of those things that had we not all been, sequestered in our homes for all this time, the show might have not taken off. But it was kind of one of those things that, timing is everything. And it really brought the attention onto the show, and everybody was kind of watching it together. So, it's a harmless, little fun little thing to watch, and I would definitely say check it out. So until next time, guys, keep healthy, keep staying inside, and stay safe, and we'll see you soon, or I'll see you soon. Take care.